it is. Please hear me. Please hear me. Please hear me. It is the wish and dream of every citizen that India runs a bullet train as early as possible. Madam Speaker, Indian Railway is on its way to fulfill that long cherished dream. I propose bullet trains by starting off with an early identified Mumbai-Ahmedabad sector where a number of studies have been done. Madam Speaker, it was the vision of our great... please hear me. Please hear me. No, it is... Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, it was the vision of our great leader, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, that gave India the golden quadrangular road network. Today, under the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Prime Minister, we are embarking on an ambitious plan to have a diamond quadrilateral network of high-speed rail connecting major metros, growth centers of the country. A provision of rupees 100 crore has been made in this budget for a high-speed project, for taking further steps. Madam Speaker, while budget trains would require completely new infrastructure, high speed for existing trains will be achieved by upgrading the present network. Hence, an effort will be made to increase the speed of trains to 160 to 200 km per hour in select sectors so as to significantly reduce travel time between major cities. The identified sectors are Delhi-Agra, Delhi-Chandigarh, Delhi-Kanpur, Nagpur-Bilaspur, Mysore-Bangalore, Chennai, Goa-Mumbai, Mumbai-Ahmedabad, Chennai-Hyderabad, and Nagpur-Secunderabad. Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, please hear me. You didn't do it. Why you are fighting at us? Madam Speaker, as you know, the IT revolution has permeated in all spheres of human life. It has not only made life comfortable, but also made the service delivery efficient, and the onus now is on us to make governance transparent and accountable using IT solutions. Though Indian Railways has taken up computerization in a large way, all the efforts have not been synergized. Hence, the desired results are not achieved. Need of the hour is to bring in a total change in the work culture and delivery of railway services by going in far large-scale integrated computerization of major functions of Indian Railways. Madam Speaker, Indian Railways is also going for a computer-assisted enterprise resource planning solution so that synergy is brought in. To begin with, following initiatives will be taken up. Moving towards paperless office of Indian Railways within 5 years. Next generation ticket reservation system. Wi-Fi services in all A1 and A category stations and select trains. Real-time tracking of trains and rolling stock. Mobile-based wake-up call system for passengers. Mobile-based destination arrival alert. Station navigation information system. Extension of dual display fare repeaters at all ticket counters through PPP. Digital reservation charts at stations. Extension of computerized parcel management system. Extension of logistics support to various e-commerce companies by providing designated pickup centers at identified stations, providing education to children of railway staff at remote locations through Railtail OFC network. Indian Railways hold vast land assets, the records of which need to be digitized and GSI mapped for better management and usage. This would help railways in protecting the lands as well as leveraging it for raising resources. The resource mobilizing using land assets will be explored through private participation in setting up railway-related business on railway lands as well as for commercial development. Madam Speaker, in an effort to keep pace With development of modern world, railways have to adapt and reinvent itself constantly. Challenges of tomorrow cannot be met by the tools of yesterday. In this direction, I propose to set up an Innovations Incubation Center. This center will harness the ideas generated from the staff of Indian Railways and convert them into practical solutions to increase efficiency of the system. Such innovations, which result in cost saving as well as revenue generation, will be suitably rewarded. As part of this exercise, I also propose to set up summer internships for undergraduates of engineering and management studies. The students can intern at any of the various units of railways, that is, divisions, PSUs, and production units. With large backlog of sanctioned projects, funding continues to be the biggest challenge for railways, while private investment and customer funding for some port connectivity projects and few other power sector projects has started. Much more needs to happen if infrastructure creation has to keep pace with the requirement. We will interact with the industry and take further steps to attract investment under PPP throughout BOT and annuity routes. About 8 to 10 capacity augmentation projects on congested routes will be identified for this purpose. Zonal railways will be suitably empowered to finalize and execute such projects. Madam Speaker, Indian Railways has